Please put your hands together for Jenna Van Gorder from Love Bites.
Hi, thank you, everyone. So, has anyone out there ever forgotten to eat lunch, or sometimes you don't pack yourself enough food to last you throughout the day? Me too, all the time, actually. 7 years ago, we were finding ourselves in that predicament far too often. Always looking for a bar or a snack that was gonna get us through our workday, home to pick up the kids, and time to make dinner, and do the whole thing over again. But nothing ever did the trick. So we created Love Bites. So this is a Love Bite. A Love Bite is a raw organic whole food bar that it has essential enzymes and probiotics and that we store in the fridge. Love Bites are loaded with nutrient-dense ingredients that are gonna fill you up and energize you without the sugar crash. Love Bites are also gluten-free, soy-free, and dairy-free, but most of all, they taste delicious. Oh no. The main ingredients in Love Bites are organic almonds and organic coconut oil and organic honey. Some people even say, as Anthony just said, that Love Bites taste like cookie dough. So how did we get here? Let's take a look at the bar world. These are some of the most popular bar options out there today. Number one, tastes pretty good. You all know it very well, I'm sure, but way too much sugar and also too much soy. Number two, tastes like a candy bar. The ingredients are so-so and barely any protein. Number three, tastes pretty good. The ingredients aren't bad, but barely any calories or protein. Number four, tastes like garbage. The ingredients are questionable, and natural flavors, I don't know if anyone actually knows what that is. So here's the problem. Most of the bars out there today feel like a candy bar with a healthy wrapper around them. We need a bar that tastes great and is great for you, period. There are too many choices out there that don't meet both of those requirements. This day and age, energy and snack bars are common in our modern and busy world. We need something that is gonna fit into our daily lives. So our solution is Love Bites, a bar made with clean, whole ingredients. The more whole foods you can eat throughout your day, the better you're gonna feel. Love Bites are handcrafted right here in Crested Butte. They are a nutrient-dense bar that's gonna energize you and fill you up without the crash for the rest of your day or your bike ride. We literally invented Love Bites because we wanted a bar that was high in protein, high in good fats, and low in sugar. We also wanted a bar that had all organic ingredients, and that didn't exist at the time. People love Love Bites because of the nutrition profile and the ingredients. High in protein, high in good fats, and low in sugar is a good for you combo. Add our great taste on top of that, and we are hitting a nerve for health-conscious people all over. The proof is in the pudding. I mean the bar. We are constantly getting love notes from our Love Bites customers everywhere. Currently, Love Bites are sold in the Gunnison Valley and regionally. We hope to expand across the Western Slope by the end of 2019. And after that, attack the Front Range. And our big picture goals are to expand outside of Colorado. The protein bar market is expected to hit $1 billion in the next few years. Within that, gluten-free is one of the fastest growing trends. The opportunity is out there and the time is now for Love Bites to take it to the next level. We've done the research with our consumers and we know that the nutrition profile is important, and we also know that the handcrafted element is important. Love Bites mainly operates as a one-woman show. And in order to reach the goals and expansion that I just showed you, I'm gonna need some help. I would like to expand our team as well as our production capabilities, and to do that, we are gonna need money. Love Bites are delicious, and the time is now. People are ready for a great tasting, raw, organic, whole food bar that's gluten-free, soy-free, and dairy-free, but most of all, good for you. If anyone would like to try a sample, I have them out front. Please find me afterwards. Thank you.
Well, Jenna, so I misunderstood. When you told me these are made from Crested Butte people, I was like Soylent Green, and now I understand the formula a little bit better, so it took us a little while to get there. Plus, you wouldn't want anything to be made from people in Crested Butte. It would be, well, maybe really sinewy, right? We don't want that kind of stuff. You have to slow cook a Crested Butte. You're laughing at that one? You're twisted people.
Pretty good.
We should hang out. Questions from our panel. What you guys got?
Are you working on other recipes, or are you just going to stick with this one line?
There are other flavors in the pipeline, but not super soon. But yes, we would like to expand to multiple flavors.
With the same basic ingredients?
Yes.
Question was with same basic ingredients. Yep.
Yes.
Can I make a plug for savory?
Oh, sure.
I get kind of burned out on sweets
That's
quickly.
a good idea.
That's not my question, though. Question is, you talked about expanding and the desire to raise money to increase your team and expand production. If you find this donor or donors or investors, exactly what is the expansion plan? How many people, and how will you scale your business with the money once you receive it?
That's a good question. I guess the first thing I need to do is get help making the bars. It's hard to keep up with the demand as is. And so if I could get some extra team members to help with production, that would be number one. And then marketing would be our next order. And then beyond that, the equipment and a kitchen upgrade.
Got it. And what about distribution? Once you have made all these new bars, how are you going to get them to your consumers?
That's a good question. Right now, the main channel of distribution is either me delivering them or shipping them myself, which shipping is very cost prohibitive. But ideally, we could expand into like a distributor.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What does handcrafted mean? You said that your customers really appreciate that handcrafted way in which your bars are made. What does that actually mean, and why, if the ingredients are the same, why would it matter to a consumer like how they were put together?
That's a great question. I think it is important to our consumers now because we have such a following in Crested Butte, and knowing that they're made here and not at a big factory in Boulder. But that could, as you kind of foreshadowed, could change as we expand. But yeah, I'd love to keep the production here with people making them here in Crested Butte, ideally.
So you're not opposed to contract manufacturing down the road?
I think that's a little ways down the road. It would be ideal to make it work in Crested Butte first, or for as long as possible.
Yeah, it's a great question. It's the model that we saw, if anybody knows the Jackson Honest story, where they started here, local business, and eventually had to scale because the demand got so high. Not to say that they couldn't have kept it here, but it moved out of the valley over time. But they still have a presence here, and maybe your presence would remain here as well. Another question from the panel. What do you guys got?
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah.
So your ingredients are all clearly very high quality and probably very expensive. Do you have a sense of what your margin is now? And do you think it fully accounts for the handcrafted labor and love that you put into them?
That's a great question. Our margin, I would say, is in line with most products in the natural food zone, but it is very labor intensive being handcrafted here in Crested Butte. So I don't know if it fully covers it, but it's close.
I think what we've seen, and this is kind of a recurring theme about local producers in the Valley, Sasa's here, jerky. I don't think that that's going to, a jerky bar that would blend with Love Bites, I don't know if that's going to work as meeting the savory requirement. But I don't know, maybe if you pedal long enough, that'll fill a niche or just the hunger piece. But we saw that last 2 cohorts ago when Rachel Alter was up here on stage for first cohort, correct? Yeah. And Rachel is in the audience today. Wave to the people. She is with Petals and Pastries, and so she's a craft baker here in the Valley. And she was kind of scaling up the problem that we experience in the Valley of commercial space. You know, like really good commercial space lined out not just for somebody that's making chili at Fred Field as a one-off, right? But as people that need a regular, good, reliable, secure place where they can have their own stuff in their own space and to do it really well. And so Rachel's project is the kitchen project, you know, as it was looking to find that commercial space that could be rental, membership-based, whatever it would be, so that people like Jenna could find a good space to go use that. Because where are you producing now? Like, where's your commercial kitchen?
We are in the old tavern building in CB South.
Old Tavern. So this is the old Rubens building, which is now
Yes.
the what's it, Crested Butte Commons?
Yes.
Yeah, or Cement Creek Commons. So what's the challenge of using that space, and how's it affecting your ability to scale?
That space is just small, but it is the best kitchen we've been in so far because it's been the most long-term.
Most long term, yeah,
But
consistent, right?
as far as, getting more equipment, we wouldn't be able to fit.
Right, wouldn't be able to put more stuff in there. So she's already at the point of expansion issues, right, for that. And this was sort of the talk that was shared by Rachel of just like she had these great slides that she put up about like, here's me on Tuesday working in the back of Mario's, and here's me on Wednesday working in the back of the local market and carrying all her stuff from place to place to place. So this is kind of a recurring issue, and it would be something great to see the county looking into as sort of an investment in infrastructure that we need to support folks like Jenna and other folks out there looking to do this. Other questions from the panel? We good? You done? You're done. How you feeling about that?